Thoughts and opinion on the Sony ZV1 Mark II. With the ZV1 Mark II, I'm going to do some audio tests with the mobile lavalier microphone, and I'm also going to be doing some testing of the JJC Bluetooth remote control. I know that the lavalier microphone is working because I see the blue light on the receiver, and also on the Sony ZV1 I am seeing the green bars for the left and right mic input moving as I am speaking, so that I see everything is working. Seems to be a good distance as far as framing the body. I do have the image stabilizer on, so that crops in a little bit, but you know, I think this is fine, and I think I would definitely like this better than attaching that heavy Ulanzi or other brand wide angle lens adapter to the front of the camera. That just adds weight and definitely adds bulk. Using the Ulanzi selfie stick, but what I've done now is I've attached a small rig ball head to it. What I like about this is that obviously I get quite a bit more distance between myself and the lens, and it makes for a little bit of a different composition, and it's quite comfortable actually. I do see that it's recording because I see the left and right indicators moving across the top of the screen, and I also see a red box on the flip screen which confirms that you're recording. You also do get a tele light and it's lit in red. Brought out my JJC Bluetooth remote, and I'm quite happy with this remote thus far. It's really the first time I use any of this combination out here with the Sony ZV1. I think this is a better investment in my opinion than actually purchasing the Sony Bluetooth remote. I like the fact that this is small. I can clip it around my finger here and hold on to it pretty good, and it works just as well. I'm going to go ahead now and put the selfie stick a little bit further from my person, so I'm zooming in using the Bluetooth remote. I think I'm framed well in the viewfinder. I don't think it's too tight. So what I can go ahead and do now is I can go ahead and hit the Bluetooth remote wide angle button, and I've gone ahead and given myself some space. So this is really cool. I'm liking this Bluetooth remote that I'm using with the Sony ZV1. And again, this is the JJC brand Bluetooth remote, and you can pick this up for about $28, certainly under $30 for this Bluetooth remote, opposed to spending $100, actually $150 for the Sony Bluetooth remote grip with the tripod built in. I'm using the Ulanzi selfie stick on the camera right now, and it has a tripod. To me, this is a perfect combination because I can get the camera at a nice distance away from me, and if I were to sit on a table or anything like that, I can go ahead and open up the tripod legs and actually pull up on the selfie stick and get it at a really nice height using the Sony ZV1 walking. And there's plenty of movement on it because I'm holding it out on a selfie stick. So this is a test of several things. The Movo lavalier microphone system that you can pick up for like $50. The JJC Bluetooth remote that you can pick up for under $30. And I'm testing out this system to see how well it performs for vlogging. Holding the Sony ZV1, I'd say a good 3-4 feet in front of me, using the Ulanzi selfie stick, and I am using the Movo lavalier microphone. To stop and start the recording, I'm using the JJC Bluetooth remote. You can test here using the Sony ZV1 with the Movo lavalier microphone and the Ulanzi selfie stick. I have the camera about I'd say a good 3 feet away from my person. I'm going to go ahead and use the Bluetooth remote now to zoom in and see if you get any noise from the motor of the camera while I'm zooming in. So now I'm going to go ahead and zoom back. So I'm going back to a wide angle position on the remote. You do not hear the motors as I zoom in and out because I have a Bluetooth remote that I'm using and a lavalier microphone attached to my person. Let me tell you about two settings that I've put in the My Menu section of the Sony ZV1 are the Bluetooth remote on and off, the ND filter, so that I can go ahead and turn the ND filter on and off. I've gone ahead now and turned on the neutral density filter on the Sony ZV1, and this is a walking test. For this test, I'm using the Ulanzi selfie stick, and the camera is a good 3.5 to 4 feet away from my person. ND filter is turned on. Image stabilizer is also turned on. I'm going to go ahead now and zoom in while I'm walking. And I zoomed in just a bit. I want to keep that composition where I like it. I'm zoomed in a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and wide angle back. I'm holding now the camera about 1.5 feet away from me. How well the camera exposes for the subject when you have a overexposed background. For this test, I've attached the wind muff on the mobile Bluetooth lavalier microphone. And this is a test of the Sony ZV1. I'm gone ahead and walking with the camera. There's some leaves on the floor, so that's going to be perhaps some of the crackling you'll hear. A selfie stick attached to the camera, and it's about a foot from my person. And this is a walking test. The image stabilizer is turned on the camera. I've gone ahead and turned the image stabilizer off for this test, walking with the Sony ZV1 using a selfie stick, and the camera is about a foot from my person. I am at the wide angle setting on the lens. So now I've gone ahead and turned the image stabilizer back on. So this is a comparison between the image stabilizer on and off while walking with the Sony ZV1 Mark II using a selfie stick with the camera about a foot from my person. All right, so this is a test of just how well the Bluetooth performs with the JJC Bluetooth remote. And the reason I'm saying to see how well it performs is I had the Bluetooth turned off on the camera and on the JJC remote control. I've had it off for quite some time. Now I've gone ahead now and turned it back on so that I can start using it, and it connected right away. I didn't have to do the Bluetooth pairing or anything like that again. It just worked as soon as I turned it on and hit record. Sony went ahead and moved the quarter 20 tripod connection to the corner, where now it doesn't affect your opening the battery compartment when you have the camera connected to a tripod. You don't have to worry about the tripod being in the way of you removing the battery and inserting a new battery. Pretty happy with the performance of the battery that I used out here today. I've only gone through one thus far. I'm on my second battery. You can get third-party batteries for relatively cheap. For like 30 bucks, you can get 2 or 3 batteries, and a lot of times it comes with a battery charger. I thank you for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and provide some positive feedback.